we welcome your Hampton University Pirates.
Ladies and gentlemen, focus your attention on the 50-yard line as the captains from Norfolk State and Hampton.
Welcome to a perfect October Saturday here at Armstrong Stadium for this, the 60th edition of the Battle of the Bay. The Spartans of Norfolk State and the Pirates of Hampton University. One of the best rivalries in the Commonwealth, alongside Terrence Green.
Gentlemen, welcome. We're going to have a coin toss how we start this football game today. I have a CA coin. Norfolk has chose tails. Norfolk, you have won the toss. You have an opportunity receiving or deferring. Norfolk State has won the toss and elected to defer to the second half. Hampton, you're going to receive. What direction are you going to kick the ball? Backs over here. Hampton. Norfolk State has won the toss and elected to defer to the second half. We will start the game with Hampton receiving. Gentlemen, good luck.
Appreciate you for sticking with us through some of the technical difficulties we're having here at Nathan Epstein, alongside Terrence Green, the former Hampton Pirate. The third member of our team, Tamara Brown, has the sidelines for us today. And Terrence, we were talking about it a moment ago. There are few rivalries in the Commonwealth that can match the intensity of Hampton and Norfolk State. The Battle of the Bay. You were a player in this rivalry. You know exactly what it's all about. What is the feeling on that sideline right now as these two rivals, separated by just 12 miles of interstate, get set to go at it again?
Not a lot of sleep last night. Both teams looking forward to this football game. When you look on the schedule, you look to see when do we play Norfolk State or when do we play Hampton. Both teams will come out with intensity and ready to go. Big football game right here in Armstrong Stadium.
And we thank you all for joining us here on Monumental and Flow Sports here on this beautiful first Saturday in October. A near capacity crowd here at Armstrong Stadium. The Pirates in their home blue uniforms. Norfolk State in the traveling white. One of the storylines of this one, as if this game needed any more buzz. Norfolk State has a new head coach they brought in. His name, you might know him, Michael Vick. Former #1 overall pick in the draft.
Game clock operator, please set the game clock to 15 minutes.
Norfolk State has it teed up, and Hampton set to return. And the 60th edition of the Battle of the Bay is underway here at Armstrong Stadium. Short kickoff, returnable for Hampton, and a big opening across the 30 to the 35. That was Will Hicks on the return, the defensive back, and a flag already flies after the Pirates touch the ball for the first time.
Good return that time by Hicks. Short kick, able to field it around the 15-yard line, but let's wait and see what this flag will be. And looks like the Pirates are going backwards, but we'll wait and see what the initial reaction is from the official.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, kicking team number 2, 15-yard penalty be added on to the end of the kick. It'll be first down, Hampton.
All right, so the first flag of the game is flag against Norfolk State for a personal foul on the return. So you talk about good starting field position. Hampton will set up right at midfield for their first touch of the ball game.
You couldn't ask for a better situation to start this football game. The Pirates in outstanding field position starting from the 50-yard line. So let's see if they can capitalize on that early mistake.
And the storyline heading into this one, Braden Davis, the redshirt junior quarterback, getting the start, got his first collegiate start on the road at Elon and really opened up the passing game for a unit that's been struggling with the ball through the air, but they're going to start off. Nope, play action fake over the middle, and Davis completes his first pass of the day. Good for 8 yards across the 45 into Spartan territory.
Good play action pass that time by the Pirates, and as you said, if you look at what happened last week, Braden Davis did a good job against Elon passing the football, and you saw on first down, they're not afraid to throw the football.
Davis from Middleton, Delaware. A transfer from Syracuse, has a lot of big school experience, and again over the middle, and that one nearly intercepted by Ty Jones. Hit Jones right in the numbers, and Jones almost comes away with his first interception of the season.
Yeah, Davis that time looked at the receiver all the way across the field and didn't fool Norfolk State one bit. As you said, should have been an interception, but the Pirates will live to have third down.
Already a stoppage in play.
Offside. Defense, number 3, enter the neutral zone, causing the offensive player reaction. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. First down.
Is looking very promising for the Pirates.
One of the things that we didn't get a chance to talk about the keys to this game today, and one of the things that is a key for Norfolk State is to limit their penalties. They are penalized a lot. They make a lot of mistakes. By doing that, and as you can tell by this first drive, the Pirates have had 2 big penalties against the Spartans.
And the Spartans average 77 yards of penalties. That is dead last in the MEAC, and this time they go handoff right into a host of white jerseys, and that gains about 3 yards for the Spartans. Excuse me, for the Pirates, says it'll be second down and 7.
And looking to see who's the starting back in today's football game for the Pirates. Haven't seen Jaquan Snipes in a couple of weeks.
I believe that's Donovan Shepard who gets the handoff right into the teeth of that Spartan defense. And Donovan Shepard, a redshirt junior from Raleigh, North Carolina, didn't play last game against Elon. This whole season, 29 carries, 103 yards total. Really the bulk of the action has gone to Jaquan Snipes, as you were talking about. But he has been missing in action, and Coach Trent Boykin has been a little bit mum as to why he's been missing. We assume it's an injury. And again, the Spartans jump off sides. Free play for Davis. Heaves it, sideline, and over everybody. Wouldn't have mattered anyway because it was offsides on the Spartans. At least that's what it seemed like. Although we did see an offensive lineman for the Pirates pat his chest as if to say, my bad. See exactly who incurred the penalty.
I think offsides on defense, but...
Offside. Defense, number 53. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Pirates first down.
Just over 90 seconds into this ball game, and we have already seen 3 penalties against Norfolk State, which again is dead last in the MEAC in penalty yardage per game. 77 they've averaged every single game, and that is something that Coach Vick is trying to instill in his team and still working on instilling a little bit of discipline, T.
Well, you cannot win football games if you're getting penalties at the rate of 77 yards per game. You simply cannot beat yourselves throughout a football game by getting so many penalties. We've seen in this first drive that the Spartans are hurting themselves early in this football game.
And this time, Davis gets a block across the 35, close to the 25-yard line, and that picks up about 2 yards on the quarterback keep.
And Davis not known for his running ability. He can run if necessary, but he's more of a drop-back pocket passer but able to pick up 2 yards in that carry.
Bodied quarterback, 6'5", 200 pounds. Again, got his first start last week. First collegiate start after making stops at Syracuse. And here he goes, drop backs to pass, and that one is batted down at the line. He had a man in the flat open. That was Shepard. Great defense by the Spartans knocking that one down.
You're absolutely right. Shepard was open in the flat. Easy pass. Davis saw him, but good job by the Spartans defense, getting their hands up, knocking the pass down. Big third down coming right now for the Pirates.
That was Dylan Long, the redshirt junior, only 5'11", but got high up in the air, and now it's the Pirates' turn to see some laundry on the field.
Offense, number 73, 5-yard penalty. Third down.
For penalties as well. They are averaging over 70 yards per game in penalties as well. So whoever makes the fewest mistakes in this football game will win this game.
Yep, near the bottom of the barrel also, 13th in the CAA. You said over 70 yards of penalties every single game. Braden Davis played last year at Syracuse, actually for a time because of that 6'5" frame, actually converted to wideout for a short time, but here he is back playing quarterback. On third down and very long. Here comes the heat from the Spartans. Davis rolls, still looking. Now tucks and runs and takes a big hit across the 25-yard line to the 22.
A good effective run that time by Davis. Didn't see a receiver open, just tucked it to that right side. Picked up about 8 yards, but still you're looking at a 4th down and about 4 for the Pirates.
And no surprise, Trent Boykin, the head man for the Pirates, loves to go for it on 4th down. First attempt of the game, and he's going to go for it. Davis getting signals from the sideline. A lot of green and gold on the opposite side, and looks like we're going to have a timeout.
Timeout. Hampton. First of the half. 30 seconds in length.
But a timeout was called, so we'll wait and see what the Pirates decide to do on 4th down.
Keep it right here for you. Nathan Epstein alongside Terrence Green, and the third member of our team, Tamara Brown, will join us from the sidelines shortly as we have no score here, approaching 11 minutes left to play.
The Nissan Rogue takes
60th edition, Norfolk State and Hampton, a 4th down upcoming for the Pirates in Spartan territory. For the moment, we're going to join the third member of our team, Tamara Brown, from the sidelines. Tamara?
Starling is in to attempt a field goal.
And while we get things sorted out, it looks like Trent Boykin has taken his offense off the field and has sent his field goal unit onto the field with Brett Starling. And what a story this young man has become. The redshirt sophomore, 6'6", playing in his hometown. A perfect 7 for 7 on the season. We'll see if he can keep that perfect streak going.
And has not missed an extra point as well.
Attempt on the way and sneaks it in the right side.
Good.
And Brett Starling is still perfect on the year. 8 for 8 on the year. What a story. The young man converted from full-time punter, assumed the field goal kicking duties this season, and he has not missed. And so Hampton takes a 3-0 lead, T.
Look to the field goal game as being very important. Starling doing a great job so far in this football season. Coach Boykin had the confidence. Instead of going for the 4th and 4, he went with the field goal. Successful kick by Starling. Pirates up by 3.
So now we'll get our first chance to see the Norfolk State offense take the field.
And their offense is pretty good and very effective in the passing game, Nathan. Otto Kunz can throw the football. He can make things happen in the passing game. Look for Kevon King in the running game as well to run the football the most for the Spartans.
And Starling has it teed up, and the Pirates set to kick it away now with a 3-0 lead. Just under 12 minutes left to play first quarter. Starling opts for the pooch punt. Fair catch called for And so the Spartans will set up right around the 25-yard line.
And this Pirates defense is going to be a big game for them. Can they get pressure on Coons to make him pass the ball early? Because if you give him time, he can be very, very effective and make you pay in the secondary. Must put pressure on him.
So the offense trots out onto the field, and the starting quarterback for the Spartans, Otto Coons, the graduate senior, 6'3", 208 pounds, from Columbus, Ohio, transferred in from Eastern Illinois.
And originally, to start the season, Israel Carter was the starting quarterback for the Spartans, but Coons has been effective when he's in the football game. Hard to take him out the game.
62% completion percentage. And they opt to run it for the first time today. Xavion Evans, the senior, 5'10", another Hampton Roads product from Chesapeake, gets the first call of the game.
And can the Pirates control the running game of the Spartans? Because if you know from last weekend against Elon, the running game of Elon was the key to that football game.
2nd down and 5 for the Spartans. Coons to throw for the first time, locks in middle and completes. Akeem Wright hauls it in for the first down.
Coons that time able to set his feet, find the open receiver for the first down.
That's first down for the Spartans.
A first down for the Spartans, first down at the 35-yard line. The fake and the throw. Drayshawn Kendrick gets a block. He's out in the open. One man to beat to the pylon. Touchdown, Spartans.
Wow, you're talking about a quick score. A little quick out in the flat for the Spartans. Wide open receiver. And as you said, no one touched him down the right sideline. Easy touchdown. Drayshawn Kendrick, the leading receiver on the season for the Spartans, with the touchdown.
Yeah, his 3rd touchdown of the season, and that ought to improve his receiving stats quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Outstanding blocking on that left side as well. And Kendrick just did the rest with his legs.
The extra point just sneaks in, and Norfolk State, just like that, first drive, first touch. And it's a 65-yard touchdown reception for Drayshawn Kendrick.
One thing if you're the Pirates you couldn't do was allow that type of score, quick score. You have to control not only the clock and the ball, but you cannot allow Norfolk State to quick score like that. Now your offense is back on the field and puts a lot of pressure on the Pirates on offense to try to match scores.
And now we go to the 3rd member of our team, Tamara Brown, on the sideline. Tamara?
When we caught up with Michael Vick earlier this week and we were asking him about his fast start against Wagner, he talked about how that's something that they worked on, picking up the pace and whatnot, making them feel like they can bring great energy in the first half, and they did. But in the second half is when they melted. That's when the penalties piled up, and they ended up losing that game by 1 score. So something to keep an eye on in this one is, can they sustain that energy? Can they sustain that fast start like they had in that opening drive?
Yeah, thanks so much, Tamara. Yeah, good point. And all 3 of those losses got out pretty quick, aside from the 60-10 loss at Rutgers, a 31-28 loss against Sacred Heart, and then that loss against Wagner. And Hampton with some space across the 45 near midfield. And another great starting opportunity for the Pirates.
Looks like Means with the kickoff return for the Pirates. Outstanding return. Great field position for the Pirates here on their 2nd possession.
During the return, holding, receiving team number 7, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It'll be first down,
well,
Hampton.
Right on cue. We talked about having to limit penalties, and that takes away a big return. It would have been the 2nd straight drive. They would have started at midfield, and instead they back it all the way up. We'll see exactly where that starting field position is. One of the officials marking Right now it goes all the way back to the 21-yard line. And so that is essentially a 29-yard penalty.
Costly penalty that time.
And so Braden Davis sets up shop right at the 21-yard line. Davis on the day, only 2 pass attempts, 1 completion for 8 yards. Shepard, the man in motion. Davis completes, short completion, 4 yards.
And when you get an outstanding return and a penalty, it puts a lot of pressure on the quarterback to try to make some plays and get you out of the red zone or in their own side of the field, 21-yard line.
That was Noah Colon, the freshman, with the reception. This time they go back to Donovan Shepard. Spins out of one tackle, rumbles through another, and he is close. That looks like it's enough for the first down based on the far judge, and it sure is. Move the chains.
Yeah, good hard running that time by Shepard. First contact, hit, stop, bounced off the first defender, kept his legs moving, picked up the first down.
Davis taking some time, and really the offense hasn't really gotten into much of a rhythm yet. Very staccato-like for this offense. Davis to the sideline, completes. And that will pick up about 7 yards, and that was Jaquan, well, at least that was number 8. At least he's wearing number 8. Excuse me, that's Maxwell Moss, number 0, pardon me. So Maxwell Moss with the completion. I was about to say Jaquan Snipes, and here we are talking at the start of the broadcast, wondering where Mr. Snipes is, and surely the offense for the Pirates would love to have him back. Not in action today, undisclosed reason. Ja'Kai Chavis, the freshman, is in at running back to the left of Davis. Second down and 3. Davis through a defensive lineman for the Spartans. A nice hard run there for Chavis.
And Chavis only needed 3 to pick up the first down. Maybe a little short, but now 3rd and probably around 1.
They gave him the first down,
okay.
And he ran right through the chest of Keyshawn Lynch, big redshirt senior defensive end. That's 187 pounds against 250, and the 187 pounds won. Tells you a little bit something about Ja'Kai Chavis, who's really come on strong as a rusher these last several games. Yeah, third leading rusher on the team as a freshman. Last game carried it 11 times, 94 yards, and a touchdown against Elon. Davis has it batted and picked off. The Spartans come away with it. Dylan Long with a turnover for the Spartans.
Flag on the play, but I'm guessing it happened in the return. We'll wait and see.
The transfer from Miami of Ohio puts the ball back with the Spartans.
And Davis had that pass batted right into the hands of Turner.
After the interception, personal foul, illegal blindside block, intercepting team number 37. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. It'll be first down, Norfolk.
And so instead of starting in Pirate territory, the Spartans have to back that up after an illegal block was called. That was after the interception. So the Spartans maintain possession. We talk about penalties already having a big impact in this one. Let's take another look at that one, T.
Actually, on the return, looks like Long with the interception, but the ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Long with the interception. Penalty against the Spartans, 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line.
The redshirt senior with a big play. Coons hands off and a big gaping hole. And Still on his feet for Xavion Evans. Xavion Evans has gotten all of the rushing duties so far in this one. We've talked a little bit about Kevon King, the local product, the leading rusher on this team, but he's yet to see it. And another rushing attempt in this one pushes the pile ahead.
Evans picking up 5 and 10 yards a pop. It's going to be hard for King to get on the field because the hot running back right now is Evans.
While they're still trying to get their offense in check, not a lot in the scoring category, only 18 points per game, and that is last out of the 16 MEAC. But as far as rushing the ball, 152 yards per game. Coons trying to make something happen with his feet. He's got a lot of room. Evans looking for the block. Coons across the 30. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. The Spartans are rolling so far.
Nathan, 2 weeks ago against Sacred Heart, the Spartans put up 550 yards and over 30 points, or 28 points in that football game. So this offense can move the football. Coons does a good job of running the offense. So I'm not surprised they're able to move the football, but the Pirates must, at some point, slow this team down.
Coons again, hands off Evans. Manages to shoulder his way to the 20-yard line.
Good job at the point of attack by this Spartans offensive line.
Evans heads off the field. Looks like he might be shaken up just a little bit. Still on his 2 feet, but just seemed a little bruised heading off that sideline. It doesn't look like it's enough to keep him off the field. We'll have to wait and see. Under 6 minutes left, first quarter. The Spartans with a 7-3 lead and threatening again at the Pirates' 20-yard line. Handoff.
Like Benjamin.
And the Pirates cover that one well. Had the edge covered. Got to about the 17-yard line, and this is something that may expect a little bit of. Some pushing and some shoving. This is one of the most heated rivalries in the Commonwealth.
But you have to control your emotions. Spartans moving the football, can't afford to get a penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct. Kyron Benjamin was the ball carrier, so still no Kevon King, so interesting to see their leading rusher not in the football game.
So the two leading rushers coming into this game have not seen either one of them. Jaquan Snipes we were not expecting to see per press conference earlier on in the week. Trent Boykin, who said that Jaquan Snipes...
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 7 of Hampton's bench. That'd be half the distance to the goal. It resulted in an automatic first down. That's number 7's first unsportsmanlike of the game towards disqualification.
And I believe he said number 7, if I'm not mistaken, and that would be Will Hicks. And that is the redshirt sophomore, one of the more emotional players on this team. Unsportsmanlike, his first one. If he incurs another, he will be tossed from this game. And boy, to be tossed from the Battle of the Bay.
That's major, but you have to control your emotions. You know the officials are looking to see if you can't control your emotions, you will get flagged.
So leading 7-3, 5.5 left to play. First quarter, the Spartans knocking on the door inside the 10-yard line. Coons, wide throw.
Benjamin.
Blockers, goal line. Did he make it across? Yes! Touchdown, Norfolk State.
Little swing pass to the outside left flat that time to Benjamin from Coons. Easy touchdown, untouched until he got around the 3-yard line. He did the rest, able to get into the end zone for the touchdown.
And beg your pardon, T, that was Jaden Loudermilk, the redshirt senior from Ashburn. 4 rushes, only 27 yards coming into this year. Scores his 3rd touchdown of the game, so doesn't touch it a whole lot. But when he does, he can do damage. And right now, Norfolk State doing damage. And let's take another look at that. Just a perfectly crafted play. You talked about the swing pass.
Little swing pass in the left flat. No linebacker over there or safety to cover Loudermilk, and into the end zone for the easy score.
Norfolk State has jumped on the Pirates early. First quarter, 14 points. At least assuming this extra point goes through. Sure enough, it does. And the Spartans burst out of the gates with 14 unanswered. We're going to go to break and come right back. The Pirates look to respond with 5:15 left. First quarter, Battle of the Bay. To a 14-3 lead in this, the 60th edition of the Battle of the Bay, Norfolk State and Hampton. And Terrence Green, let's take another look at that latest touchdown throw from Otto Coons. Just a perfectly set up play.
Yeah, ran to perfection. Good block on the outside by the Spartans. No Hampton defender showing up until late to allow them up, almost into the end zone. Went in for the easy touchdown.
And so now the Pirates, which on their first drive made it all the way down inside the 25-yard line, got a short field goal from Brett Starling. Pooch punt on the way, and a fair catch called for. 25-yard line for the Pirates. Since then, it's been close to nothing for this Hampton offensive unit.
Yeah, offensively, Davis, they have to find some way to move the football, have to match scores with these Spartans, who have basically moved the ball easily on their first two possessions.
Let's talk about how evenly these two programs are matched going back the last 10 matchups. We know about the overall series. 30-29-1 with Norfolk State leading the overall series by just one game. Last 10 matchups, 5-5. 5 wins for Norfolk State, 5 wins for Hampton, which has the latest victory as a pass complete. Davis, far side to the 35-yard line, and that's to Moss. Last year, Hampton just throttled Norfolk State 37-7, and that was on the road. A game in which Norfolk State had just 26 yards of total offense through 3 quarters. It looks like Norfolk State has come into Armstrong Stadium with a little bit of payback on its mind. Davis hands off. Good blocking across the 40-yard line to the 43-yard line. First down for Hampton.
Good run that time, dive to the left side. Pirate offensive line did an outstanding job at the point of attack. Easy first down for the Pirates.
Boykin reaching deep down his running back's bench. Grayson Goldsmith gets the handoff across midfield, spins his way close to the 45-yard line. The freshman from Hamilton, Ohio, came into this game with only 15 carries, 40 yards. But here he is front and center in the biggest rivalry matchup this weekend in the Commonwealth.
Yeah, Goldsmith running hard, and he will get rewarded if he runs the football the way he's running it right now.
Oh, and a shoestring tackle from Norfolk State. That was Corey Chapman with potentially a touchdown-saving tackle. The MEAC Defensive Player of the Week makes the play of the drive for Norfolk State. Second down coming up for Hampton. They go this time. Davis keeps around the edge, 35-yard line.
But he picked up the first down, so little zone read that time by Davis. Able to fake Goldsmith to the right side, kept the ball to the left, picked up the first down.
And this tee is the bread and butter of this Hampton team. If they can run the ball effectively, they are very hard to beat.
It opens up the passing game if you can run the football.
It seems like Braden Davis has done a pretty good job of doing the opposite, which is opening up the passing game, open up the running attack, and they go right back to Goldsmith. Lowers the shoulder for a couple of yards.
I mean, real simple football. Just run the dive right to the right side until you stop it, keep running it.
Pushing and shoving on that interior line. Got to be careful. Got to keep those emotions in check. Major Dillard gave a little shove, and we got a couple of injured players. A pair of Spartans.
Injury timeout on the field.
While they tend to those players, injury timeout on the field. We'll come right back. The Pirates driving, trying to get back in this game. You're watching the Battle of the Bay on Monumental and Flow Sports. Driving. And a keep Nice fake by Davis, gets to the 20-yard line. Spartans thought they had a loss on the play, and Davis pulls it at the last second and gets a first down carry out of it.
Yes, Davis with a good fake. Reversed that time to Johnson, but kept the ball himself and picked up another first down for the Pirates.
First down, and the Spartans may have jumped again.
Free play.
Wide side, incomplete. An extracurricular.
That's a flag.
Yep,
Absolutely.
and a couple of flags, and that's
a late hit.
That was Jaden Smith, the graduate senior from Woodbridge. Put a little extra sauce on that one. Didn't need it.
Extra is not the word. I mean, had at least 5 to 6 yards out of bounds with that tackle. The easy penalty for the officials. Once again, we talked about penalties. The Spartan team, 2 penalties on that play. Going to give the Pirates the football probably inside the red zone, close to inside the 10-yard line, with the personal foul as well as the offsides penalty.
We have multiple fouls on the play. Both will be enforced. Offside. Defense, number 0. That 5-yard penalty be enforced after the play. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on Norfolk State will be half the distance to the goal. First down, Hampton.
So 2 penalties against Norfolk State. And those flags are starting to pile up. There it is right there. Just kept pile driving him into the ground. Just unnecessary.
You got to know when the whistle blows.
And so now we got Hampton inside the 10-yard line, down by 11 points, trying to get back in it. Initially took the 3-0 lead. Norfolk State out 14 straight points.
But the Pirates are threatening to get back in this football game. Need a touchdown here on this possession.
Pirates 69% in the red zone this season. Davis locks in, middle, Shepard, goal line, touchdown, Pirates!
And what a play call that time by the Pirates. Good play action that time by Davis. Shepard, a short little dump pass into the end zone for the touchdown.
Donovan Shepard didn't play last game against Elon, but adds his second touchdown of the season off the pass from Braden Davis.
Talking about a good drive that time. Good drive by the Pirates. Made no mistakes. Mixed the run in with the pass. Able to get into the end zone. Shepard with the touchdown.
Take another look at it here, T. Nice protection, too, from that offensive line. Brett Starling waits to try and knock this one through. We talk about how he's now perfect, 8 for 8 from field goal range, and now trying to stay perfect on his PATs this year. This one is up and perfect as he stays perfect. 12 for 12 on point after tries this year. There's Donovan Shepard from Raleigh, North Carolina, the transfer from Stetson University. Gets the Pirates right back in it.
Pirates that time showed that they were not going to just be rolled over here on their home field. Came right back, matched scores with the Spartans, able to get back in this football game, only down by 4 points.
And you have to think that's a confidence builder, team. When you talk about a team that watches your most hated rival just march down the field, back-to-back drives, 14 points, and you start getting those doubts in your head. But then you say, okay, we have a score this drive. We can make something happen here. And you got to think, as Michael Vick looks on, that that's a confidence builder for this Pirate team.
No doubt about it. When you can move the football, don't make mistakes, able to run as well as pass, that's what you're talking about, keeping the defense off balance. Great job that time by the Pirates. That's why they're back in this football game.
And the pooch punt seems to be the way of things today. And the Spartans on the return this time, get it across the 35-yard line, close to the 40-yard line. Great starting field position for the Spartans. In the meantime, we're going to go down to the sideline, and the third member of our team, Tamara Brown.
Coach went over to him and told him, keep running the ball. You're doing a great job. They really in the outside zone for the Norfolk State offense. So watch them, because they're going to keep running that against this Pirates defense because they see that it's working well. And then update on number 32, linebacker for Norfolk State. Down during that last injury timeout. He's been checking over and over again, opening them and closing them, trying to see that he can get back in this game. Norfolk State. So that's something to keep an eye out on the next time he goes back out there.
All right, thanks a lot, Tamara. Great job down there as the Spartan rushing attack, the one that she was just referencing, talking about keep rushing the ball, and they go right back to it. And sets up a 2nd down and 7 for the Spartans. Coons, hands off. It's Evans. He's been busy this afternoon. Leaps over a Pirate defender, but it looks like this one is coming back.
You're probably going to see a holding penalty this time against the Spartans.
Holding.
Going to the left side.
Offense. Number 55. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Sure enough, it is a holding penalty, and the flags just continue to pile up for the Spartan team. Led by Michael Vick, the 757 legend, Hampton Roads royalty, played right down the road at Warwick High School. Virginia Tech legend, led the Hokies all the way to the BCS National Championship game, lost to Florida State, drafted number 1 overall in the NFL draft. Here comes Coons.
Check.
Complete on the run, across midfield,
check. 1, 2.
still on his feet.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
And a big completion inside a minute to go. And Norfolk State offense has not slowed down. Sets up 1st down at the 39-yard line. And they're not done with that rushing attack. Evans across the 35 to the 34-yard line.
On that last play, Coons with the pass to Cameron Thomas. Thomas with the outstanding catch and run. But the one thing we talked about, Nathan, is the ability to put pressure on Coons. Simply too much time to pass the football.
Offensive line for Norfolk State.
Controlling things.
Really controlling things. And an offensive line anchored by a pair of former Pirates. And left guard, Juan Price, as Evans gets the handoff again around the edge. Almost escapes a tackle, wrapped up at the ankles at the 24-yard line. And Tyler.
That is the end of the first half. This will be a full media timeout.
Both playing their former team.
One of
The first quarter comes to an end. Norfolk State leads at 14-10. And he's wrapped up by a pair of Pirates. Will Hicks in on the action. But a big gain by Coons on 1st down sets up 2nd down and short back at Armstrong Stadium for the start of the second quarter here between these long time.
Guard is with his legs. 6-yard play on 1st down, 2nd down short.
Second down and 4. Coons again the fake and a little flip. The Pirates, though, right there.
Good pursuit that time by the Pirates. Nowhere to go for the Spartans on that play. Good option that time by Coons.
Official timeout for an injury.
Better defensive play by the Pirates. Got an injured player on the field.
An injury timeout on the field.
And it looks like it's Andre Jackson Jr.
Looks like he's going to take a quick little jaunt off the field. Hampton trails at 10-14. Norfolk State with 14 unanswered points. But now it looks like Norfolk State is knocking on the door again. A big third down coming for Norfolk State, T.
Yeah, big third down coming. The Pirates need a stop here to put some pressure on Norfolk State to make them have a big decision on fourth down, but you got to stop them here on third first.
Home Hampton Pirates trying to increase the noise here at Armstrong Stadium. Third down. They keep it on the ground. Evans to the edge, to the 10-yard line, and a first down carry for Norfolk State.
Yeah, Evans able to get out there to the outside, able to break containment, and pick up the first down for the Spartans.
So the drive continues here for Norfolk State, trying to add to that lead. Hampton cut into it just a little bit ago with an 8-yard touchdown pass from Braden Davis to Donovan Shepard, made it 14-10. Here comes Norfolk State. Coons, play action fake, wide side, to the pylon, leaps, did he get it? They mark him out at the 1-yard line. Jalen Loudermilk almost had his second touchdown of the day. They're discussing it, though.
He's close. He said the 1 yard line. Once again, Loudermilk wide open in the flat. Just too much room to operate.
Take another look at this.
There's nobody covering him.
He got all the way to the 4-yard line, and he definitely put his body on the line for that one. Was Andrew Jackson Jr. with a touchdown-saving tackle, at least for the moment. A power I formation here. They hand to Evans, and Evans bulldozes his way in. Evans with a Norfolk State touchdown.
Once again, the Spartans just matched the Hampton squad, marched right down the field for the touchdown. Nice mixture of run and pass. So score now 20-10 with the extra point coming.
The Norfolk State responds. Hampton marches right down the field, cuts into that lead, makes it a 4-point game. And Norfolk State, Michael Vick and his offense looking very good in the early goings of this one, T.
I've talked about their offense, very dangerous offense. As I said, 2 weeks ago against Sacred Heart, put up 550 yards and also scored 28 points. This team can move the football.
Not something you see very much in college anymore, as a quarterback going under center. That was Akeem Wright, the man in motion, provides the block, and that was Xavion Evans with the touchdown carry.
Evans did the rest. Evans did most of the hard work on that drive, running the football. Loudermilk getting the end zone to glory once again. Second touchdown in a row for Loudermilk, but you can also give a lot of credit to the quarterback. Coons directed that drive with precision, and they just did a good job of just keeping the Pirates off balance. And rather easy score. I mean, just went down the field and made it look easy. Now, once again, the pressure now goes back to the Pirates on offense. Can you sustain these drives and stay in this football game?
And so Norfolk State set to kick it away with a 21-10 lead. The offense only averaging 18 points this season, already put up 21, and we're just getting the second quarter started here. And on the return, here come the Pirates. Finds an opening, but quickly brought down to the ground.
Yeah, once again, Means with the return, 5'11", 170-pound freshman, returning kicks for the Pirates. So here we go again, Davis to direct this Pirate offense. Can he continually move the football against this Spartan defense?
The Back onto the field comes Braden Davis and the Pirates offense. Davis back to the ground game. And the Spartan defense all over it. Barely a yard.
Yeah, at the point of attack, that Spartan defense able to shut down Kai Chavis that time of the Pirates.
Davis looking for the hard count, and the Spartans not biting this time. Davis rolls against his body, takes a big hit as he throws.
Flag once again against the Spartans. Going to be a legal hit or unnecessary roughness against the Spartans.
Yeah, Davis was on his back before that ball even got to Marshawn Ferguson, the intended target, but here's the
personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, number 37, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
With the personal foul, Spartans just continually get penalized so much because they just simply make a lot of mistakes, and you cannot continue having mistakes to win a football game.
Hampton's had a lot of favorable field positions so far today, T. If you had to talk about who's been winning the field position battle, I'd have to say it's the Pirates.
Just have to capitalize.
11.5 left to go, second quarter. A lot of points put up so far in the 60th edition. Battle of the Bay. Davis working in the pocket. Thought about throwing, now tucks it and runs close to midfield. Nice pickup on first down, gets about 4 yards on the carry.
Yeah, Davis that time looked at his first option, his second, his third. Nobody open, tucked in and ran, picked up about 4 or 5 yards. So good job by Davis, recognizing if there's no one open, don't try to force the football. Picked up 5 yards instead.
Davis saw quite a bit of action in the Pirates season opener at Jackson State. Actually completed 11 passes, just shy of 100 yards. We didn't see him much over the next 3 games. That spot seemed to have been won by Isaiah Freeman, and then Freeman just kind of hit a wall against Howard, and here comes Davis. Locks in over the middle, nice completion across the 40-yard line. Maxwell Moss hauls it in.
Yeah, Maxwell Moss with what we call a little hook pattern, where you go into the middle of the field, look for the opening between the linebackers, find the opening. Davis with a great pass, first down Pirates.
Quick offense, Ja'Kai Davis gets the handoff. The freshman takes a big hit, he's on the ground, has not gotten up yet, and already that running back room for the Pirates banged up enough. This is not
official timeout for an injury.
You don't want to see that, and Chavis has been running the ball hard. He's been doing a good job. Let's hope he just got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, certainly took a big hit to that midsection. Still on the ground. Injury being looked at. Let's take another look at it, T. There's Chavis. And while they continue to look at Davis, we're going to go to a timeout. You're watching the Battle of the Bay on Monumental.
The Nissan Rogue takes hit after hit. Punished under immense pressure. And exposed to excessive wear. We put it through the worst, so you get its best. Nissan. #1 in new vehicle quality. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on Rogue.
Let's let Sam know about something even.
21-10, Norfolk State leads it over Hampton in the 60th edition of the Battle of the Bay. Injury timeout. We just saw Ja'Kai Chavis being taken off the field, the running back for Hampton. And a second down and short coming up for Braden Davis and this offense. And for more on the quarterback who Davis surpassed to get into the lineup, we go now to Tamara Brown.
Yeah, Nathan, you talked a lot about how Braden Davis' journey to become the starting quarterback the last 2 games. I'm watching Isaiah Freeman energy committee here on this sideline. He's getting the team fired up, no matter if the offense is out there. After that Braden Davis interception, as well. So he's being really involved with this offense despite not being out there on the field leading this team.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tamara. Yeah, it was Isaiah Freeman who initially got the start in the season and really didn't look that bad and really established himself as the leading rusher for this team. And Braden Davis just waited his turn, and here he is leading the Pirates. A third down and short. They go back to the ground, and a big opening to the end zone. Grace Goldsmith. Touchdown, Pirates.
Great job that time by Goldsmith. Straight dive to the left side, right off the left guard, through the center gap for the touchdown untouched.
Talk about some speed from the freshman from Hamilton, Ohio. Gets his first collegiate touchdown. Swarmed by his players, and the Pirates once again cut in to that Spartan lead. Brett Starling puts it up and puts it through. He is now 13 of 13 on point after tries this season. Let's take another look at that team. Here you go. I'll tell you one thing. We've seen running back after running back go down this season for the Pirates, and yet Trent Boykin and his staff, you got to give them credit. The running game coordinator, Brad Bussell, and
Brad Bussell, that name sounds familiar.
Well, I tell you what, putting some magic dust on these running backs, because whoever they seem to install seems to make something happen.
Yes. But the key is now which defense is going to step up and stop someone.
9:33 left to go, second quarter. We have seen a lot of points put up in this 60th edition of the Battle of the Bay. As entertaining a rivalry as there is in the Commonwealth.
But you have to give the Pirates credit. Even though Norfolk State, they've scored on each possession they've had the football, but the Pirates continue to match scores and stay in this football game.
So Hampton is looking for back-to-back wins in this series as we get a look at head coach Boykin, whose team took a 37-7 lead at Dick Price Stadium in Norfolk last year. Before that, it was the Spartans getting the win 31-23.
Another compassion.
Evans with a fair catch for the Spartans.
Most entertaining game we've seen over the last 10 years. No doubt you got to go back to 2021. 47 took it in overtime on this very field.
Well, I tell you what, Nathan, in and I'm going back a few years before your time, in 1985, we won a thriller at Foreman Field. Final score was 33-35. We won that game, and it propelled us to go into the CIAA championship and win that championship game.
Historic season, historic team. Glad to honor them at the Hampton University Hall of Fame banquet just a few weeks ago, the 1985 Black College National Champions.
Oh, yeah. Remember that team quite a bit.
Such a brotherhood on that team. That was really, really awesome to see. Really was.
So you really know how I feel about this game. Very important game for the Pirates.
Norfolk State with the lead and back with the ball. Coons in trouble, wrapped up and taken down. And that is Fareed Sagbason with the sack, the redshirt junior from Laurel, Maryland.
That's the first time we've seen pressure on Coons because, as I said, you cannot let him sit in the pocket.
And a nice tackle, can't get the edge.
Good job that time. Looks like Jackson Jr. over there making a play for the Pirates.
That was Jalen White, the running back, the redshirt senior from right here in Hampton.
But he got the first down.
Hometown kid got the first down. Took a hard hit from a pair of Pirates. 8:23 left to go and counting. Here's second quarter. Norfolk State with the lead and the ball. Four-man rush for the Pirates. Here comes Coons. Throws on the run and can't haul it in. Dangerous pass and a lot of traffic.
You're right about that. Not a lot of time that time for Coons. Had to roll out of the pocket. Tried to hit that running back again. That was that Jalen White?
Yeah, that was Jalen White, the redshirt senior.
But White not able to pull that pass down, so second down and 10 coming for the Spartans.
Game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 8:10. It'll be on the snap.
Clock reset.
Thank you.
State resets now on second down.
Key is, can the Pirates make a stop here and get off the field here on defense?
Neither defense giving an inch. Neither defense really been able to establish anything.
Like a fumble that time, Nathan.
Right on cue, right as I say it. Looks like the Pirates come away with the football. It's Will Hicks.
Right on cue.
Ruling on the field was a fumble recovered by Hampton. First down.
Time by the Pirate defense. Hicks with the recovery. Pirate football.
He's got a forced fumble this year, and now he's got a fumble recovery. How about that Pirates defense? Let's take another look. This time it was Evans. Yeah, he dropped that ball before he hit the ground.
No doubt about it. Good contact, good hit that time by the Pirates on defense. Evans with the fumble. Hicks with the recovery. Pirates now in great field position to possibly take a lead in this football game.
Eight minutes left. Hampton has not led since 3-0, but here they are back on offense inside Spartan territory. Davis looking middle, almost has it picked off. He was looking for Moss.
Yeah, but that safety was also looking at Davis, and he read Davis all the way. Moss pretty much was covered that time. Not a lot of room that time, so lucky break that time for the Pirates. Second down coming.
One of those plays when you just say we live to play another day. All the 38-yard line. First turnover of the game, and Raiden Davis has to pick up a bad snap, and he loses about 4 yards on the play, back across the 40 to the 41. Bad miscue there for the Pirates.
Lost 4, maybe 5 yards on that play. Davis able to make the recovery, but now you got a third and long situation coming for the Pirates. You probably need to get around the 25-yard line and get Stallings able to make a field goal from that neighborhood.
Here comes Davis. Looking long, got him, man!
He's open, he got his feet down.
Makes the catch. There Means with a mean first down catch.
That's the freshman. We talked about him in the return game. That time as a receiver, able to keep his feet in bounds and gets the first down for the Pirates.
Some nice returns in the kicking game, and now a huge first down catch on third down and 14. The Pirates still on offense, still in business. Davis keeps it and is hit right away. Maybe gets a yard out of that one.
Yeah, zone read that time. Shepard was the running back he picked the ball to, kept the ball himself, Davis. Not much that time on first down.
Second down for the Pirates. Trailing 21-17, 6:22 left to play in the first half. Davis has looked pretty steady. Three-step drop. Middle. Caught. Close to a first down. They're going to mark him just short. Marshawn Ferguson hauls it in.
His first reception today. Ferguson, a very reliable receiver. Catches the ball. If he gets the opportunity, that time picked up 9, third and short.
Donovan Shepard, the running back. And they give it to him, and he is swarmed by the Spartans. I'm not sure he get it. No, sir.
They are lost.
Well short of that first down line.
go for the 3 here. I think Starling is coming on the field. Good call, I think, by Coach Boyd. Can get the 3. You'll only be down 1 point if he makes it.
As reliable of a field goal kicker as there is in the CAA.
Yeah, you take the points. Nice to get a touchdown, but hey, if you can get 3, you stay, keep the momentum, you put points on the board.
At a 28-yard attempt. Brett Starling trying to stay perfect on field goals this year. Kick is on the way. And this one is perfect. And Starling is still perfect.
Perfect Starling.
Perfect Starling.
Like that one?
I like that one. 21-20. Norfolk State still leads it by 1. An entertaining first half. Boy, oh boy. Can't ask for much more in the Battle of the Bay. 60th edition. Hampton came out to a 3-0 lead to start things off. Norfolk State scored 14 unanswered. A big run by Drayshawn Kendrick, or rather a big reception. Jalen Loudermilk with a touchdown reception, and then Hampton cut into it with a touchdown toss from Braden Smith to Donovan Shepard. And then Norfolk State back in the end zone, this time with Xavion Evans. And then Brett Starling gets involved and stays perfect on field goals. He's 2 for 2 today. He's a perfect 9 for 9 on the season, 13 for 13 on point after tries. Hard to get much better, but you know he's going to try.
Well, as long as he's doing the outstanding job of kicking the football and not missing, every time that you get in the red zone, you know you got a reliable kicker that can get you at least 3 points.
Just over 5 minutes left in the first half.
That time.
Kept the Spartans on their heels. This one a nice return. Some blocking for the Spartans. And a flag flies in, so this one is most likely coming back. Got it across the 40-yard line.
Looks like a block in the back, 18. Looks like Elijah Mitchell.
During the return, holding, return team number 18, 10-yard penalty. It'll be first down.
That was Fane Webb, the running back, the graduate senior from Washington, D.C., with a nice return, but they got to march it all the way back.
Block in the back. We saw that right in front of the ball carrier. Mitchell with the hit right in the back of the Pirate defender. So it will go back. 1st and 10 now for the Spartans. 5-yard line, Nathan?
Yes, sir. 25-yard line. That is where Coons and the Spartan offense will set up, leading by 1. They go right back to their ground game, and a nice carry on first down goes for 8 yards. And that is Jalen Loudermilk. And he has put up some loud numbers today. A touchdown, almost had 2 touchdowns. Dove to the pylon in the first quarter, or the second quarter early on, and this one first down carry.
We talked about the Pirates and their stable of running backs. The Spartans have a nice stable as well. Their leading rusher, Kevon King, has not seen the field, but Evans, Loudermilk have taken up the slack and really haven't missed King.
Not so far, they haven't. They have the lead, 21-20.
Got trips to the right.
Coons.
Oh, a little quick.
Amarian Thomas for about 8 yards. Thomas, the senior from Delaware, transferred in from Dodge City Community College.
Yeah, a little quick flanker screen out there to the right side. Good blocking in the front, picked up a quick 9 yards.
Didn't have a catch against Wagner last game, so the first time he's been on the board in a few games. And Loudermilk, per the opposite judge, gets across the line to gain. First down, Spartans.
Plenty of time for the Spartans to possibly put some points on the board as we go into halftime. 3 minutes and 25 seconds left, so plenty of time for the Spartan offense.
Coons the fake. Steps up. He's looking long. He's got a man, and it is almost hauled in, knocked away at the last second by Will Hicks.
Yeah, Will Hicks with the defense that time, had to recover. Ball kind of hung up there for a while by Coons. The receiver had to wait for the football. Cameron Thomas was the receiver.
But it looks like the Spartans are going to gain some yards anyway.
Defense, number 7. 10-yard penalty,
So they're going to say
automatic,
Hicks held
first
on
down.
to Camarion Thomas before that pass was knocked away. And so it's not a long pass or a touchdown, but it is a 15-yard penalty or a 10-yard penalty for holding, automatic first down.
Well, that's a big, big turnaround because you made a good play, recover and knock that ball away, but still it was called for holding.
And so now Norfolk State set up first down inside Spartan territory at the 43-yard line. Coons not able to spin out of a tackle. Brought down for the sack by Andrew Jackson.
Jackson with the corner blitz that time. Coons didn't see him coming. Able to bring Coons down. First sack of the football game for the Pirates.
Second sack of the season for the freshman who's become an impact player on this team this year.
They kind of use him like in a rover, strong safety type situation. Bring him up on the line. Move him around a little bit. Play some cornerback.
Under 2.5 left to play. 21-10, 21-20. Norfolk State leads it. Brent Boykin giving marching orders to his defense.
Timeout.
And a whistle, and it looks
Norfolk
like they may
State,
have a timeout on
first
the
of the
field.
half, 30 seconds in length.
Norfolk State with the timeout that time.
Take another look at that sack, and here comes Jackson. Nice dive, brings him down by the ankles near midfield. .219 left to play. Second quarter. Norfolk State jumped out to a 14-3 lead. That's been the largest lead by either team in this ball game, but credit Hampton and Coach Boykin to really keep his guys focused and keep them in it. And honestly, this has been an entertaining game both ways, T.
No doubt about it. The offense of both teams have pretty much controlled this football game, and you can't give, as you said, the Pirates enough credit for just hanging in there because the Spartans looked like they were going to come in and run away with this football game, but Pirates came right back, been able to score.
You take a look at the history of Michael Vick, Hampton Roads royalty. Led the Hokies, Virginia Tech, all the way to the BCS National Championship game. And you talk about an entertaining game. Talk about that
was a great
game against Florida State. Florida State, the Seminoles, jumped out on the Hokies in that one, and Michael Vick led them all the way back and nearly gave Virginia Tech its only championship.
Fumble.
Ball knocked out, but it's picked right back up by Norfolk State. Or is it?
No, the Pirates look like they have the football.
And surely enough, it is. I thought the running back jumped right back on it, but it is Pirates ball.
What a hit.
Ruling on the field. There's a fumble. Recovered by the defense. First down, Hampton.
By the Pirates. Waiting on a replay to see the actual defender.
Let's take another look, and that was Loudermilk, and that's a loud hit delivered by Tajon Keitham. Kareed Sogbison, the redshirt junior, picks it up, and now Hampton has 2 minutes, 12 seconds to work with. Plenty of time.
Put some points on the board here going into halftime.
And not to mention, you're only down one, and you got the best kicker in the league, arguably, on your sideline waiting. So here comes Braden Davis back to work just on the Norfolk State side of the field. Beans with the sweep. Takes the handoff.
And that was our guy, Marshawn Ferguson, with a little jet sweep that time to the left side.
This will be the 2-minute timeout. It'll be a full media timeout. Game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 2 minutes.
And we've reached the 2-minute media timeout
Thank you.
of the first half. We're going to go to break and come right back. Hampton on the move after the turnover, the second of the game here in the Battle of the Bay. Hampton at the Norfolk State 41-yard line after the fumble and fumble recovery by the Pirates. Welcome back to Armstrong Stadium alongside Terrence Green. I'm Nathan Epstein, also joined by the third member of our team, Tamara Brown, on the sideline. The 60th Battle of the Bay. Hampton has not led in this game since taking a 3-0 lead in the first quarter. Norfolk State stormed out to 14 unanswered points. Hampton once again cut into it, made it 14-10. Norfolk State stretched it out 21-10, and back and forth we have gone ever since basically the second quarter. And now with 2 minutes to go, Braden Davis and company back to work. Second down and manageable, second down and 4. Norfolk State shows blitz, here they come. Quick strike to the sideline. Blockers in front across the 25 to the 21-yard line. Maxwell Moss with a big gain.
A good job by Davis, just standing in there, feeling the heat, feeling the pressure coming, but able to step up.
Game clock operators, please reset the game clock to 1:52. The game clock will start on my ready for play whistle after the 2-minute timeout. Thank you. 1:52.
Good job, Nathan, just feeling the
It will
pressure.
start on my ready for play whistle.
Throw the football, step into his pass. Good job.
And so it's first down and 10 at the Spartan 22-yard line, actually 21. Davis lofts it up to the corner and overthrows everybody. He was in trouble.
Quarterback was outside the pocket. The ball went across the line of scrimmage. There is no foul for intentional grounding. Second down.
The receiver was in the vicinity anyway, so.
Yeah, if you remain in the pocket, or if you get out of the pocket, you just got to get it across the line of scrimmage, and that was well over the line of scrimmage, and so it sets up second down and 10. And the key to this one, T, I'd have to imagine, take care of the football because you're only down 1 points. You want to be able to go into the locker room with the lead if you can. Davis, sideline, nice connection. And that is Ferguson, hauls it in.
Yeah, Ferguson that time. Nice little out pattern to the left side. Davis, perfect pass, stop the clock. Third and short.
Just over 90 seconds left to play in this first half. An entertaining Battle of the Bay. That's all you want in these rivalry games. And a near capacity crowd has come to Armstrong Stadium. An entire section of green and gold opposite, all blue and white. And on third down, it's a first down catch by Marshawn Ferguson.
And once again, nice little 7 to 8 yard out. Ferguson realizes where the chains are to pick up the first down. Goes past the first down marker. Pass from Davis. First down Pirates.
Does it seem like these cornerbacks are playing a little soft on these receivers, T? Because the last couple of completions have been pretty easy as far as Davis is concerned. Now Davis has it first down and goal at the 8-yard line, trying to take their first lead since 3-0. And it's Marshawn Ferguson takes the handoff and takes it in for the touchdown.
And Ferguson once again, Davis with the jet sweep to Ferguson, and Ferguson does the rest, goes in for the touchdown.
Ferguson with his second touchdown of the season. And the Pirates, for the first time since leading 3-0, are back out in front.
And what a drive that time. Picked up the turnover inside Spartans territory and just did a methodical drive right down the field for the touchdown.
And Brett Starling in to add the extra point.
Pretty much automatic.
Automatic. What do you call him? Perfect Starling, huh?
Perfect Starling. That's his new nickname.
14 for 14, and here's that touchdown reception. Rather, touchdown run by Ferguson.
Little jet sweep to the right side. Second time we've seen that play, he ran it to the left, picked up good yardage early on in the football game, and that time able to get into the end zone.
So just under 90 seconds. 1 second under 90 seconds to work with for the Spartans of Norfolk State. Now, if you're Norfolk State, you've now surrendered the lead for the first time since the third quarter. What would be your message if you're Michael Vick to his team?
Well, his team right now trying to figure out how can we stop this Pirate offense, because this Pirate offense looks like they are pretty much unstoppable. Early on, we thought the same for Norfolk State's offense. Pirates able to get 2 turnovers in the last 2 possessions, and that has led to 2 scores for the Pirates.
Yep, 2 turnovers for Norfolk State has led to 10 Hampton points. And that so far is the difference in your ball game.
129. You still have enough time if you're the Spartans to possibly get in field goal range.
And Starling, another pooch punt towards the sideline. Evans calls for the fair catch. First down, Norfolk State at their own 25-yard line. Some pushing and shoving near the 35-yard line. Something that you'd expect in a rivalry game as intense as this. So let's see what Norfolk State does with 90 seconds to work with.
Game clock operators, please set the game clock to 1:27.
Really able to settle in, and right on cue, that Pirate defense causes the turnover after the big hit there delivered by Tajon Keatham, which hit that jarred the football loose from Jalen Loudermilk. That led to the touchdown run by Ferguson.
Now, consecutive possessions, the Spartans have coughed up the football. Both running backs, Loudermilk and Evans, out the ball game now. Now we're looking at our 3rd running back of the day.
Coons completes wide, and the Pirates prevent a big play. That was Taryn Biles Walker with his first reception of the afternoon.
Well, the clock stopped on that play.
Second down.
On the out of bounds. So let's see what the Spartans do here. Will they try to move the football or just be content to go in and be down by 6 points?
All 3 timeouts remaining for Coons. Sideline, nice completion, out of bounds, and that'll keep the clock stopped. Camarion Thomas holds it in.
Thomas on the reception.
Yep, Cameron Thomas that time with the reception on the sideline. Stop the clock.
And so something that Norfolk State is doing very well so far, and that is keeping the clock in their favor. Not having to use any timeouts so far. They got all 3 remaining.
Well, with that being said, if you don't pick up the first down here, though, that gives the Pirates the football back.
That's very true. 3rd down and 3. A big 3rd down for Coons in the offense.
Here comes Andre Jackson Jr.
Over the middle, miscommunication.
Nobody home.
Trayshawn Kendrick kept going forward. Looked like he was running a post pattern. And nobody home. And for the first time this game, 1:15 left to go in the second quarter, the first time we're going to see the punt unit for either team come out.
Andre Jackson Jr. wants the time with that pressure from the right side, untouched. Errant pass that time by Coons. So you have 1 minute and 13 seconds. Let's see what the Pirates do with the football.
No doubt where the momentum lies in this game right now, and that is with Hampton. Punt sent away, and Maxwell Moss calls for the fair catch and drops it, but it looks like he got it back.
Wow.
Went right through his mitts, but the officials say still Pirate ball. Wow.
That could have been disastrous.
During the kick, holding. Receiving team number 8, 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. It'll be first down, Hampton.
Spartan player over there on the.
And it's an official's timeout for an injury.
Yeah, it looks like the Spartans have another injury to deal with. Injury timeout on the field. Game reset for you. Hampton leads it 27-21. Their first lead since leading 3-0 in the first quarter of this one. It's Marshawn Ferguson who took the jet sweep and took it to the house for an 8-yard touchdown. And that is how Hampton has taken the lead. And Michael Vick and his offense not able to do anything with 3 timeouts and 1:20 remaining. 2 completions for Otto Coons on that last drive got them to a 3rd down and manageable, but there was miscommunication on a Otto Kuhn's pass to Drayshawn Kendrick. Nobody in the area. And so for the first time, we saw the punt unit come out. And now it will be Hampton at first down and 10 at their own 22-yard line. A lot of time to work with.
Well, it is, but 22-yard line, own territory, 1:05, 6-point lead, 3 running plays. Get out of here and go in halftime and get ready for the second half. If you're Coach Boykin, but that's why I'm up here. He's down there. He makes the big bucks. He has to make a decision here. But if I'm coach, I'm going to run this ball 3 times in a row. Make the clock run.
It is worth noting that Brett Starling's longest field goal this season, 44 yards. Looks like they're going to try to run it. Davis.
Stay in bounds.
And it looks like he's going to do just that, but a flag flies. The clock continues to run as Davis is finally taken down. Flag flies in the area of holding, but we're going to find out.
Yep, looks like it's going to be holding.
Emery DeErs flew in from the back of the play. Looked like he was celebrating as if the penalty was going to fly against Norfolk State.
Personal foul, illegal blindside block, offense, number 23, half the distance to the goal, first down.
Got it, 15-yard penalty.
And now I think
correction, it was number 11 of the offense.
With first down and a mile to go.
Run the ball. And even on first down, that play, even though the quarterback ended up keeping it, probably should have just gave it to a running back. Probably wouldn't have got that crackback block. Not to say that you're happy where you are in this football game, because you have to be excited to be in the lead, but now you're talking about strategy.
Shotgun formation and 4 wide for Braden Davis with 55 seconds left. Hampton leading it 27-21. Davis looks wide and overthrows. Stopped.
And Norfolk State still has, 2 timeouts?
Norfolk State actually has all 3 remaining. So it's second down and 20, and at this point you got to wonder, with Hampton pinned down at their own end, if Norfolk State's going to try and play a little defense and maybe see if they can get a field goal before the end of the half. Handoff. Shepard, a nice little stutter step. Runs right into the chest of Ty Jones.
And that's what you do. You run the football, let the clock keep running.
Timeout, Norfolk State. Second of the half, 32nd in length.
They have remaining with 43 seconds left here in the first half.
And make them use their timeouts. Because even if you have to punt, you want to put them in a situation where they don't have any timeout.
Game clock operator, please set the game clock to 45 seconds. 45.
.43 seconds left. Michael Vick coaching for the first time. First time as a head coach. Took the job last offseason.
Thank you.
He knew when he took the job, it was not going to be an easy job. He knew that it wouldn't be an easy job. He knew he had to rebuild this program. It's going to take some time. He thought he was going to come in and they was going to win right away. It would have been a large hurdle.
And T, I mean, we both know this, that taking over as a head coach, no matter what level of program you're at, NAIA, FCS, FBS, learning to coach is something that takes time. And not only that, but
get your own players, and it just takes time.
And here comes Braden Davis on the quarterback keeper, spins away and is leveled there by a pair of Spartans. Jaden Smith and Ty Jones both in on the tackle, and you got to think that Michael Vick is going to use the second of his 3 timeouts, and sure enough, he does. So that's the second timeout called by Michael Vick. Now, you got to wonder here, it's going to be third down and we'll call it about 3. And so very manageable third down, or no, excuse me, it's fourth down. So now they're going to punt it away.
Right.
And you have 36 seconds to work with, and we'll see exactly what kind of punt that the Pirates can get away here. You have time here to maybe get a field goal on the board.
You may have time, but Only one time.
Because the quarterback's helmet came off, by rule, there's a 10-second subtraction. Norfolk has declined the 10-second subtraction, and the game clock will start on the snap. There is no timeout. Norfolk still has one timeout remaining in the half.
Okay, they have one timeout.
And the clock will start.
Game clock operator, please set the game clock to 38 seconds. It'll be on the snap.
Punt formation for the Pirates this evening. And Perfect Starling is in for some punting duty. Back where he's...
Normally, he's been our punter for the last couple of years.
Yep, and he's done a pretty good job of it. Averages 42 yards a punt, so he's got a leg on him, and he's going to try to get a good leg on this one with 38 seconds left. Starling, bit of a wobbler towards the sideline, takes a Pirate bounce, and on the hop. Here comes Loudermilk, and he is swarmed by the Pirates. Boy, that could not have worked out any better for Hampton. Not a great punt, Terrence, but it took a monstrous Pirate bounce, and that was actually a dangerous try for Loudermilk to try to field that one.
They tried to catch it on the bounce. He did. But as you said, dangerous situation that time. He's already coughed it up once from the running back position. A good way to stay on the bench is to keep fumbling the football, but able to control it that time. A lot of real estate in front of the Spartans here to try to get into field goal range.
Yeah, 26 seconds, and you got to think they got to go from their own 20-yard line. They got to make it at least to the 25 to give themselves a chance. Coons. Back shoulder fade is not there.
Go ahead.
That was J.J. Evans, the intended receiver.
Oh, J.J. Evans, we've heard that name before.
Yes, we have.
But man-to-man coverage over there for the Pirates. Looked like 22. That was Tyreek Council, freshman from Camden, New Jersey, with the coverage. Very surprised to see man-to-man coverage. Offsides.
Coons, flag down. Coons rolls out of it, throws off his back foot, and nearly intercepted. Wouldn't have mattered anyway because the Pirates jumped off sides.
That was that freshman cornerback, 22, Tyreek Council.
Offside. Defense. Number 14. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
And so a free play, 5 yards added to the drive for Norfolk State with 15 seconds left to play.
Only 15 seconds. And the Pirates can go into halftime with the lead.
Coons has played pretty steady this game. Pirates have caused a few turnovers when the Spartans decide to rush the ball on a false start.
Offense, number 3. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Game, you're going to lose it now because of the false start.
White heads to the sideline, and with 15 seconds left, second down coming for the Spartans after they gave those 5 yards back. Coons.
Pressure. Got him.
And they bring him down. The Pirates swarm for the sack.
That's probably going to do it for the first half.
And that is Will Hicks in there.
That's going to do it for the first half.
And sure enough, halftime clock runs out. The first half.
That is the end
of
the first half.
Has a 27-21 lead here at Armstrong Stadium. The first half of the Battle of the Bay is in the books. So T, your thoughts on this first half as we take a look at this 27-21 Hampton lead.
My thoughts are tale of kind of like 2 quarters. First quarter belonged to the Norfolk State offense. The second quarter belonged to the Pirates on offense. Pirates took the lead, couple of turnovers, Turnovers can hurt you. Pirates have no turnovers in the first half. That's the difference in the ball game.
Yeah, certainly the turnovers have made the difference in this ball game. 2 turnovers have led to 10 Pirate points. We are waiting for our sideline reporter who is trying to get Michael Vick in the scrum there as they head to the locker room. But before we go down to her tee, what do you think that the keys are going to be for Hampton if they want to maintain this momentum heading into the second half?
Well, don't turn the football over. The game is not over. Come back in the second half with the same intensity and just finish the ball game in the fourth quarter. Don't make mistakes that can hurt you late in the football game, and you can go away with a victory.
All right, so now we go down to our sideline reporter, Tamara Brown, who just caught up with Michael Vick. Tamara?
Yeah, I just caught up with Coach Vick, and he said he liked the way his team was able to match the Hampton Pirates' energy, but ultimately he needs his team to stop turning the ball over. They have to get some stops and gain control of this game. He said there's a whole nother half to play, so he's looking forward to his team making those adjustments in the second half.
All right, Tamara, thank you so very much. And the halftime score, 27-21.
Ladies and
The Norfolk
gentlemen,
State Spartans Legion takes the field for the best parts of Battle of the Bay, Battle of the Bands. While the fans enjoy that, we're going to head to break and come right back with some halftime stats and analysis. You are watching the Battle of the As the Norfolk State Spartan Legion plays for the crowd here at Armstrong Stadium at halftime, we're going to go back and listen to some of the hits from the pregame press conferences heading into today's Battle of the Bay.
As a kid, I used to come to Hampton University games and Norfolk State University games, and my Pop Warner coaches always made sure it was always a group of us who was able to, see what the college experience was like, even though we was all like 9, 10, 11 years old. And to see these teams go back and forth, it was like I couldn't really pick who I was going to root for. So I like everything about both teams, and I always felt like it could be an opportunity one day. But I think it's fair to say, this Saturday, you'll know who I'm rooting for sure. Yeah, this game is a big deal, and I think more important just for the young men who are being recruited, by both schools, who may be looking at alternate routes, and we're right here, in the 757. That don't mean you can't bring your talent here. So I think in that case, that'll say a lot about both teams and give us opportunity to continue to have eyes on us, recruit, and, have some bragging rights at the end of the day, because that's what it really boiled down to. And I think that's what you're trying to insinuate. So, yeah, for sure. We want to be able to brag when it's all said and done.
It's something that our guys, is the same as but the team up north. It's something that our guys know about from right after the game is over. We always have something that our guys have to remind them for 364 days what this game means. I let everybody in the community talk about it. You hear it in the barber shop, you hear it at Walmart, you hear it at Dunkin' Donuts, you hear it at the car wash, you hear it, and it's something that you hear. But at the end of the day, we know we have to just strap up and play, and I understand it. I mean, he was a great player. Great player in this area in high school, great player down the road at Virginia Tech, great player at the pro level. And so I get that and understand that. But, like you said, yeah, there is another team here in the 757 that plays good football. And so we're going to do our part to make sure that on Saturday at 4 o'clock, we're ready to go.
Halftime here at the Battle of the Bay, 27-21. Hampton leads it. As entertaining a first half as we could have hoped for. Hampton jumped out to the first lead of the game, 3-0 off of a Brett Starling field goal. Then it was all Spartans from that point on, scoring 14 unanswered points. A 65-yard touchdown reception by Drayshawn Kendrick. And then it was 14 unanswered, and Hampton cut back into that lead, made it 14-10. As we take a look at some of the first half highlights here, Terrence Green, Nathan Epstein alongside, and this was that long touchdown pass to Trey Shanti.
Good execution that time by the Spartans. Blocking on that left side.
And his third touchdown reception of the season, outran Will Hicks. Braden Davis, the quarterback, made his first big mistake of the game. That was picked off by the Spartans, and Dalen Long, the redshirt senior from Cincinnati. And Otto Coons in that offense took advantage. Coons, we've seen, can do it with his legs and with his arm. Very, very hard to bring down, Steve.
He's doing a good job. Very, very careful with the football. He reads the defense, knows how to tuck and run when necessary. So give him credit running that Spartan offense.
And give credit to Braden Davis. And this is where they got back into it. Little short 8-yard pass. Donovan Shepard hauled it in. And Norfolk State right back to work. Coons on the run. Found his man. Got deep inside Norfolk State territory. That was Cameron Thomas, and here was Xavion Evans finishing it off. A power package again. Quarterback under center is not something we see too much in college football these days, T.
Not much.
And there's Xavion Evans, punches it in, makes it 21-10. And then how about Grace Goldsmith showing some grace and some speed for the touchdown run. And then after the turnover, a big play on third down and long. It was Narrow Means who hauled it in on the sideline. Perfect pass, and that led to a field goal. And then Otto Coons and that defense. We talked about the defense stepping up, T.
Andre Jackson.
And Hampton certainly did that with the sack on Otto Coons. And Coons this time, and this was that big hit delivered.
Textbook tackle that time.
Aishan Keepham laid down the boom, and this is how Hampton took advantage. Marshawn Ferguson with the sweep, the carry, walks into the end zone, takes a nice pop from the Spartans, but still manages to give Norfolk State or Hampton the lead. And that is where we sit, 27-21 here at halftime from Armstrong Stadium. Back after this. The Battle of the Bay, of course, one of the best parts is Battle of the Bands, and now we get to see the Hampton University marching band on the field. Take a minute with alongside Terrence Green. I'm Nathan Epstein to look at the CAA standings here. Monmouth is your leader in the standings, the best overall record in the conference with 4-1. They're only 1-0 in the conference. Right behind them, the favorites to win the CAA, Rhode Island, the team picked to win it all, 2-0 in the standings, 4-2 overall. Elon, the team that handed Hampton its third straight loss last weekend, 3-2, 1-0 in the standings, just ahead of Towson, 1-0, 3-2. Towson, by the way, defeated Norfolk State on the road in its opening. And then behind that, 2-1 teams, Villanova and Maine. And then New Hampshire at 1-1, William & Mary 1-1, North Carolina A&T 1-1, Campbell 1-1, Stony Brook, Bryant, Albany, and of course Hampton all winless in the conference. As we also take a look at some scores as they stand right now in the CAA. North Carolina A&T, they have a 34-31 lead over William & Mary. That's in Williamsburg, right up the road, T. And that's, talk about a high-scoring game in that one. Then you have Stony Brook, 24-6 over Albany. That one is in the third quarter. Heading into the fourth quarter, Elon leaves it 10-0 over Towson. And we do have a few finals today. A big matchup between Villanova and New Hampshire. Villanova takes a big win, 37-7 over that one. And Maine takes down Bryant 34-14. Campbell went on the road to ACC country and lost to NC State 56-10. And Monmouth, the leader in the conference, improves to 2-0 in the standings. They haven't updated yet over Delaware State, 49-38. So, T, we talk about Hampton and the desire to get that first win in the conference, and they'll have an opportunity to do that next weekend. Remember, Battle of the Bay is an out-of-conference matchup. Next weekend, Campbell, the Fighting Campbells, come to town. Before that, or after that, it's a trip to Villanova, and then 3 straight home games, Monmouth, Maine, and William & Mary, before wrapping up on the road at Rhode Island. So, pretty decent opportunity next weekend to pick up that first conference win.
Yep, Campbell, only 1 win on the season so far, 1-5 overall. So, yes, the Pirates have an excellent chance. If you can win today to get that momentum going into next week, a perfect opportunity to get your first conference win.
And you don't want to have to rely on getting a win at Villanova. Always a tough test. Villanova played pretty tough. The Pirates played them pretty tough right here at Armstrong. Couldn't quite finish it off, but as they stand right now, 0-2 in the conference, 1-4. About 5.5 minutes left in halftime here at Armstrong Stadium. The second half is coming up here in the Battle of the Bay. Norfolk State and Hampton Pirates with a 27-21 lead.
Started late in the second quarter, going into halftime. We saw the Pirates not only take control of this football game, but they also are winning the turnover battle. And both teams, as we said in the pregame, you cannot turn the ball over. You can't consistently make mistakes. That's the one thing that we've seen from the Spartans. A lot of penalties, 2 turnovers. That's the reason they are losing this football game.
And sure enough, if you're Hampton, you love where you are. If you're Norfolk State, though, as poorly as you played down the stretch, you're not out of this one. You're only 6 points down. Exactly where you want to be.
They are continued support of our excellent academics and our Division I athletics.
Here in the first half, just can't keep making mistakes that hurt the football team. Penalties is at the top of the mistake, and obviously you're talking about turnovers. But this is the second half. It's time to play some good football. Look forward to what we're going to see here at the Armstrong Stadium.
And in the meantime, we're going to go to break. When we come back, we're going to go down to the field, and Tamara Brown, who's got Trent Boykin, back after this on Monumental and Flow Sports.
I'm Winston.
This is a FIGU Athletics kickoff.
Back here at Armstrong Stadium, the kickoff returned by Norfolk State. Takes it around the edge, and flags fly as they go down to the 35-yard line. While we wait on the flag, let's go down to the third member of our team, Tamara Brown.
He likes the way his team is fighting, and they're playing with a lot of passion. He said, to be clear, it's passion, not emotion.
Number 86,
playing with a lot of a passion. We're going to make some adjustments on special teams, offense, and defense, and we can come away with a win in this one. Guys?
Hey, thanks so much, Tamara. Yep, it's all about – T, I think she said that perfectly. It's all about passion in this one. I mean, it's this is one of those games where you don't have to talk too much about – you don't have to talk to your guys too much about getting up for the Battle of the Bay, do you?
Oh, you separate the boys from the men here in this football game. I mean, this is one of those games where you know coming into the football game, the intensity level will be up, but you have to control your emotions to finish this football game to come out with a victory.
And so after the penalty, it'll be first down for Norfolk State at their own 25-yard line, down by 6. They led by as many as 11 in that first quarter. Back-to-back touchdown drives, and here comes Otto Coons back to work. The handoff, Xavion Evans around the edge. He's got to beat Will Hicks to the 40, out of bounds at the 35-yard line, but they're all going to come back. It's holding on Norfolk State.
Offense, number 66, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Holding will bring it back. Good play on first down, but to no avail. Comes all the way back. Good run by Evans.
From the 25-yard line to the opposite 35. That wipes away a 50-yard run. Wow. Talk about trying to get off to a great start. Wipes it away just like that.
Well, just we talked about it coming into the second half. Cannot continue to make mistakes, have penalties if you're going to win football games.
And apparently my live TV math ain't that great. It's 40 yards, Nathan, not 50 yards. But they just have me here talking, T.
That's okay. You do a great job.
Otto Coons completes, and this one a short completion to the 20-yard line. Gets back a small chunk of that penalty that they just incurred. That was Akeem Wright. I believe that's his first catch of the afternoon.
Yep, haven't heard his name today.
So that sets up second down. Very long, 16. Coons, the play action fake. Steps into it. Looking for the completion. Got it. Drayshawn Kendrick cuts to the inside against Hicks and brought down at the 30-yard line of Hampton. And this one will not be coming back.
And what a pass pattern that time by Kendrick. Just simply ran a post corner. Great pass that time by Coons. Right over the shoulder in the pocket for the reception. First down for the Spartans.
First down at the 28-yard line of Hampton University. Coons looking. Pocket collapses. Trying to make something happen off of his back foot, and it's picked off. A flag is down. Will Hicks has it. Hasn't gone down yet. Close to midfield and finally taken down at the 49-yard line.
But flags over there, and looks like it's in the area of either defensive holding or pass interference. Let's see which one it's going to be.
Yeah, I think you're right, T. Based on where that flag is, right where Hicks was. Hicks able to step in front of it. Almost came away with his second takeaway today.
Pass interference. Defense, number 11. 15-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
It kind of looked like it was going to be pass interference. Flag came right away once the ball was intercepted. Penalty that time on the Hampton defender. Cam Sturdifin was called for the defensive pass interference. So the Spartans now in the red zone, 12-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Spartans.
Yep, right at the 14-yard line. This time they hand off Xavion Evans. Patient running, just tries to barrel his way across the 10-yard line. That's where they're going to mark him, right at the 10.
Now, if you're the Pirates on defense, can you make a stand here? Keep him out of the end zone, hold him to a possible field goal attempt.
Talk about a big burst of energy right out of the gates. Spartans trying to take back that momentum that Hampton clearly grabbed heading into the halftime locker room. Second down right at the 10-yard line. Coons hands off Evans again, and this time the Pirates swarm him in the backfield.
Great pursuit that time by the Pirates on defense.
That was Andre Phillips Jr. wraps him up.
And Marcellus Nash also with the backside help, able to run Evans down from.
Coons pocket collapses, rolls, still looking, and now throws tipped and incomplete. It was a great defensive stand there by Corrado Sagbason, who has been all over the field today.
Yeah, good job, and give credit to the Pirates secondary. Nowhere for Coons to throw the football, flushed out of the pocket, looking for a receiver downfield, nobody open. Great job by the Pirates on defense, and we talked about it. Hold them to a field goal, and that's what's about to happen.
Sure enough, Hampton is still trying to find itself on defense. Obviously, they've had some struggles this season, but the one area of their defensive unit that they can lean on is their secondary. One of the best in the country. Field goal attempt is up, and it is good. And Norfolk State back on the board. They cut the Hampton lead down to 3. 11:16 remaining here in the third quarter at Armstrong Stadium.
And so nice out the end zone. Had a first and about from the 14-yard line. and no first down, end up getting a field goal. So that's almost a win for the Pirate defense.
They still maintain that lead, and Hampton has not seen the ball so far this third quarter. First drive of the third quarter for Norfolk State results in a field goal. And if you're Michael Vick and the Spartans, that's actually something that I think you really needed based on how Hampton really just grabbed that momentum at the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, you need to get something on the board, need to get some momentum your way. Spartans now will have to find a way to stop the Pirates on offense, though, because this Pirate offense has pretty much been able to do whatever they wanted from the second quarter on. So let's see who takes control here in this third quarter of this big football game. Great football game so far. 27-24 is your score. Hampton leading the Spartans of Norfolk State.
Sun continues to set. The shadows taking effect here at Armstrong Stadium.
Beautiful setting, though.
And just
beautiful.
Perfect October evening here in Hampton. A bit of a pooch punt there. Lands just short of the 30. Very dangerous. Both teams hop on it. And it looks like Hampton got it, and sure enough, they did. But actually,
that's a live ball. I mean, you got to get on that football. Looked like the Pirates were kind of lackadaisical there with that recovering that football, but luckily they were able to recover it, have a 1st and 10.
And so here comes Braden Davis, 10 of 17, 112 yards, a touchdown, and an interception in that first half. Obviously, the interception as a result from the tip pass. But here comes the 6'5" transfer from Syracuse. Hands it off. Nope, keeps it. And gets a solid gain out of it. About 7 yards, brings up 2nd down and short.
Just a simple zone read that time. Davis with the fake to Shepard into the inside. Kept it himself to the outside, able to pick up about 5. So good first down play for the Pirates.
Davis now at 34 yards rushing. And again, you talked about it, T. He's not known to rush. He's got that big frame, 6'5", 200 pounds. Not known to run, but he's had a few chances today and has made pretty good use of those chances. Here comes Davis doing what he knows how to do. Slings it over the middle, and that is Ferguson. Takes a big hit, but enough for the first down.
I'll tell you what, Ferguson is my kind of receiver. You know the kind I like.
Nice and physical.
And if they catch, if the ball comes near them or the ball hits their hands, you hang on to it. Ferguson is that kind of guy. Good pass that time by Davis. First down, Pirates.
Third catch of the day for Ferguson. Close to 30 yards receiving on the afternoon.
And the rushing touchdown on top of that.
There you go. Pretty good day for Ferguson. They go back to the ground game. Donovan Shepard back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard more, not much more.
Sun is setting. The lights are on, so a beautiful crowd here, full house.
And what we've all come to expect from the Battle of the Bay. Always a packed house, whether it's here or in Norfolk. You can always expect an energetic crowd for Norfolk State and Hampton. 2nd down and 9 for the Pirates. Still leading it 27-24. Here comes Davis. Wide open man, that's Shepard. Almost gets past the first man, not going to make it past the second. That was Dalen Long with the initial contact there on Shepard. Brings up 3rd down and 4. We'll call it a long 4. Dalen Long had that interception against Davis in that first quarter.
Nice little safe pass that time by Davis, and Ferguson out there in the right flat, wide open. Nice pickup. 3rd and about 3, maybe 4.
First drive of the third quarter for Hampton. Pirates 3 of 6 on 3rd downs this evening, facing their first 3rd down of this third quarter. That's Shepard in motion. Flag flies. Pass falls incomplete. We got to check and see what the flag is on based on the reaction of the Pirates. It's
offsides, probably. Lined up in a neutral zone.
Offside. Defense, number 6, lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
I think you know exactly what you're looking at.
Move the chains. First down. Pirates of the Milrose State Farm. First down.
So across midfield, that results in a first down on third down. Drive stays alive for the Pirates. Davis's helmet glistening in that remaining sunlight. Davis in trouble. Gets out of it. Still with it. Slings it across his body. Dangerous pass down the sideline. Oh, my goodness. You thought he was just going to try and heave it out of bounds once he got out of the pocket. Maybe looking for something downfield. Either way, it falls innocently out of play, incomplete.
You give Davis some credit. I mean, he was close to getting sacked. Pirates that time with an empty backfield, 5 receivers in the pass play that time, so the Spartans were able to get some pressure, but Davis able to throw it away, keep from getting sacked.
Davis with a hard count on second down. 8:20 remaining third quarter, and it's a 3-point lead for the Pirates. And they give to Chavis back into the game for the first time since being injured in that first half, and a flag flies late after a 3-yard carry by Chavis.
Let's see what that flag is going to be about. Looks like the Spartans once again, I mean, they simply can't help themselves with these penalties.
Chavis with his 5th carry of the day. As it stands now.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 37, 15-yard penalty, results in automatic first down. Number 3 does not have to leave the game because the foul caused his helmet to come off.
Okay, so
just can't.
The biggest plays of this drive, T, have been a result of Norfolk State penalties.
Well,
kept the drive alive on third down and now adds 15 yards.
That's pretty much been their MO throughout the season, just simply too many penalties, hurting themselves, and you simply, like as I said on several times in today's game, you can't win football games with all the penalties.
Chavis barrels through a Norfolk State defender.
Running hard.
That was David Ojegbo. Tried to wrap up Chavis, and that low center of gravity powered right through him. Only manages to get about 4 on the play. Just some tough running there by Chavis.
Chavis on the carry. Miles on the stop.
I think Chavis has the ability to break away, but he runs hard.
Sean Johnson, the man in motion, as the Pirates go 3 wide with the tight end of the formation. Here comes Davis. He's looking end zone. He's got a man wide open, but did he make the catch in bounds? No, he did not. That was Johnson wide open. If Davis puts it on target, it's another Hampton touchdown.
Yeah, simply led him out of bounds. I mean, Davis would love to get that pass over again. Had Johnson down the right sideline, wide open, simply needs to just keep the ball in bounds, and he has a touchdown.
Only his second collegiate start for Davis. And you know he would love to have that one back. So instead of a touchdown for Hampton, it's third down at the Spartan 25-yard line, but a timeout on the field, or at least a stoppage in play.
The previous play is under further review for an incomplete pass.
All right, so we'll get another look at it and see if maybe Johnson came down with a toe in bounds. We'll take a look at it. 7 minutes, 11 seconds left to play in this third quarter. Hampton, we're going to find out if it's third down and 5 or if it's first and goal at the 1 when we come back here on Flow Sports and Monumental. Armstrong Stadium. It'll either be first down and goal at the 1 or third down upcoming after this play. Braden Davis. Here comes Tayshawn Johnson. Keep an eye on that left foot. Oh, I have no idea, T. I think the call on the field is incomplete. And so if that review right there does not show indisputable video evidence of his toe being in bounds, it will stay incomplete. And based on that view, I didn't see anything that is going to change.
After further review, the ruling on the field is upheld to an incomplete pass, third down.
You don't have the ability that you see in the NFL where they literally can look at his feet, put the camera, put the camera on his foot. We just don't have that capability. So you go with the ruling on the field.
So instead of first and goal at the 1-yard line or even a touchdown, Braden Davis definitely would love to have that one back. Tayshaun Johnson wide open. Instead, it's third down and 7.
Big third down, though. You want to get a few more yards if you need to bring Starling into the game.
Norfolk State switching up its defense, and Davis calling out the plays with 8 seconds left on the play clock. Down to 5. A bit of confusion here on this field as Davis takes the snap, steps up, looks middle, slings it, sidearms it to the 10, to the 5-yard line. Oh, what a play by Davis. Last minute, saw his man and hit him.
Means again, Nathan, we begin to see a young receiver.
Official timeout for an injury.
Good job.
And there's a Spartan injured on the field. In the meantime, that's Means with his 3rd catch of the day. And gets them all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And the great thing about the patience of Davis, able to step up into the pocket, give his receivers time. And what you saw Means do, Nathan, was he stepped into the open area and was able to get the vision with his quarterback, and the quarterback able to find him in the open lane, and that's how he got the first down.
And that's something that Trent Boykin talked so much about in his press conference this week as we take another look at that play.
Step up into the pocket, wait for his receiver to find that little open lane, and you pick up the first down.
Honestly, based on where the officials spotted that, they spot him at the 5-yard line. It looked to me like he got down to the 3 or the 4. Either way, Trent Boykin was talking so much in his press conference this week about quarterbacks and his relationship with the receivers and how it takes a matter of time to build up chemistry. You have to throw it a certain way to one receiver. You have to throw it a certain way to another receiver. You have to lead one receiver a little bit more than you lead another. It takes a lot of time and a lot of work to get the chemistry right with these guys, and you saw Braden Davis take a big step on that throw there.
No doubt about it. And you look at Davis throughout the game, he knows how to avoid pressure. He steps up when he needs to. He knows when to tuck and run the football. So this young man is becoming very much the quarterback the Pirates have been looking for.
Davis hands off. Chavis into the end zone for the touchdown. Pirates extend their lead to 9 with an extra point pending.
What a good job that time. Davis with the zone read. Leaves it on Chavis for the touchdown. What a drive by the Pirates.
A perfect mixture of running and passing on that drive, certainly aided by a number of Norfolk State penalties. One that kept the drive alive on 3rd down, and a 15-yard penalty added on. And here we are with Brett Starling trying to keep his perfect PAT record intact and trying to extend that Pirate lead to 10. And Starling, automatic, knocks it right through. And Hampton has its largest lead of the ball game.
Perfect Starling.
Perfect Starling, and remains perfect on the year. 15 for 15. Let's take another look at that rushing touchdown by Chavis.
A simple dive play to the left side. We've seen that play before for a touchdown earlier in the football game. My old saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Simple dive play. Spartans can't stop it. Keep running it.
And Chavis now 6 carries, 29 yards, and that touchdown. Hampton has outgained Norfolk State, 8 to 282. So pretty close.
Pretty close. And you look at passing right now, Davis 13 of 22, 148 yards.
And Hampton, that last drive, 9 plays, 68 yards, took 4 minutes and 18 seconds left, and they have only punted on one possession this entire game. They did turn it over on another drive, and that was the first quarter interception by Braden Davis. Other than that, field goal, touchdown, touchdown, field goal, touchdown, touchdown. Pretty good offensive day for these Pirates, and a pretty good kickoff return coverage there by Hampton as well.
Yep, good return. There's another flag. You can't hurt yourself. Extracurricular. The last man always gets caught. Here comes a penalty now for unsportsmanlike going against the Pirates.
Officials are talking it over as Hampton enjoys a 10-point lead.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, receiving team number 8, half the distance to the goal, first down, Norfolk State.
Against the Spartans once again.
There you go. Spartans.
They must enjoy getting penalties. What is...
They are up to 14 penalties for 127 yards.
Wow.
I tell you what, and they're still in the third quarter here. I don't know, T, if I've ever seen a team rack up 200 yards of penalties, but they are getting dangerously close to that.
Simply can't help themselves, just one penalty after another.
They go back to the ground game and Xavion Evans.
There's another. The helmet pulled off. One of the Spartans pulled off the helmet of one of the Pirates, and helmet comes off. You have to come out the game for one play.
Evans now up to 10 carries, 45 yards. .626 remaining, third quarter. Still keep it on the ground. And Evans spins across the 20-yard line and manages to get close to, and actually they say first down carry.
Yep, gave him the first down.
Evans has a touchdown on the day as well.
Montreal stop. That's first down.
Xavion Evans, the second leading rusher, but has been thrust into the leading man here today. The undisclosed injury to Kevon King. We expected to see him, but have not. Here comes Coons. A long throw to the sideline and a one-handed attempt by Cameron Thomas.
Yep, a little too high that time. Long pass route that time. 15-yard outs are hard to get receptions from because the pass takes so long to get there.
And it's also dangerous.
It's very dangerous. You have to have one of those tough, like one of those strong arms. You see those NFL quarterbacks, and a lot of them can't even throw that play.
Brings up a second down and 10. Fake. Sideline throw, missed tackle, out of bounds, close to the 40-yard line. J.J. Evans brings it in and nearly broke it. Third leading receiver on the team.
Yeah, nearly broke it. Andre Jackson Jr. was caught in the middle of, should I go for the interceptions or make the
personal foul, face mask, defense, number 24, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Well, and now the Hampton Pirates commit a pretty bad penalty of their own.
That's going to be 15 yards.
And honestly, if it weren't for Norfolk State, which now they have 15 penalties for 139 yards, Hampton has just committed its 8th penalty, and they are now over their average of 70 penalty yards a game. So this has been a penalty fest here today.
And just have to limit your mistakes and your penalties. Football is not about who has the best team. It's about who's the smartest and who makes the fewest mistakes.
Back to Evans. 4-yard carry close to the 40-yard line. 13th carry of the afternoon, up to 60 yards on the ground. All MEAC consideration to start the year. The second leading rusher for Xavion Evans. Transferred in from Lackawanna College. Rushed for 227 yards and 4 touchdowns. Five minutes left. They go right back to Evans, but he is met in the backfield. Andre Phillips says, "You're not going anywhere."
Andre Phillips in the backfield, laying the leather that time on Evans. So now third down play coming here for the Spartans. Let's see if the Pirate defense can get off the field.
Bringing in a third down package are the Pirates. Coons 11 of 16, 211 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He has played very well. They're going to keep it on the ground, and a great show of tackling there by the Pirates, led by M.J. Moultrie.
A good effort by the Pirates. Good team tackling that time. So fourth down right here.
And it looked to me, T, like Michael Vick was content to keep that on the ground, knowing that he was going to go for it on fourth
anyway.
if they got a nice chunk of yards. Or if they got it, they wouldn't have to worry about it. But here they are, fourth down. 7 of 11 on fourth downs this season. That's good for second in the MEAC. Down by 10, they need a big play here. Coons swings it wide. Pass complete across the 40, and that looks to be enough for the first down. Just maybe not. The far judge says he's short.
Let's wait and see.
The near side judge looked like he was
ruling on the field was runner was short of the line to gain. That'd be a turnover on down.
And it's a turnover. Hampton holds.
Wow, it looked like
surrounded on 3 sides by
close.
Hampton.
But didn't get the first. Let's wait and see.
The near side judge looked like he was
ruling on the field was runner was short of the line to gain. That'd be a turnover on down.
And it's a turnover. Hampton holds.
Wow, it looked like
surrounded on 3 sides by
close.
Hampton.
But didn't get the first down. Pirate football.
And so it'll be first down and 10. Downs. First down for the Pirates, who have a 10-point lead, 34-24. Terrence Green alongside Tamara Brown and Nathan Epstein here for the Battle of the Bay, 60th edition, and the Spartans need a big stop on defense if they want to stay in this game, T.
You're right about that. The Pirates are in control of this football game with the ball now on offense, and the Spartans simply have not been able to stop this Pirate offense.
And in the meantime, we're going to go down to the third member of our team, Tamara Brown. Tamara?
Nathan, you keep talking about the Hampton Pirates' comfortable 10-point lead that they have right now. And I know on the stat sheet, usually it's the skill players, the quarterbacks who get all the love. Well, after that last Pirates touchdown, the first person everyone gave love to was the offensive line. They were shouting out the offensive line for getting them down the field to get them up 10 points.
Thanks so much, Tamara. Yeah, this offensive line has played some stellar ball this entire game. Davis on the quarterback keep, a lot of room. First down carry, close to midfield.
And Davis continues to just dissect this Spartan defense, just smart with the football, knows when to keep, knows when to give on the zone read. Young man is playing an outstanding football game.
Offensive line that's led the way for 173 yards rushing. They average 195 a game. And here comes the Pirates with a big burst. Grayson Goldsmith burst through for another first down carry.
And Goldsmith almost broke that one. One defender kept him from going to pay dirt. This Pirate offensive line, you just named it. And Tamara said it as well. They are doing an outstanding job in this football game.
Goldsmith now the leading rusher for the Pirates, and here he is again.
7, 8, 9 more.
There you go. Goldsmith is carrying the load on this drive for Hampton.
And the Spartans, I mean, their defense is getting worn down. They're looking tired. This Pirate offensive line is just leaning on them and beating them at the point of attack, controlling the line of scrimmage.
And this is the point in the game, T, when you have an offensive line as big as this one. The smallest player on this offensive line, Jalen Williamson-Thomas, the center, is 275.
Wow.
Everybody else over 3 bills. So good luck trying to stop that. Here comes Goldsmith, but this time tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Still manages to get a couple on the play. In fact, gets enough for a first down. And this is where your offensive line, T, can keep the clock rolling.
That's right.
They still have an entire quarter to play, so this game by no means is over.
Steady, turning out yards, and just grinding, putting a lot of pressure on this Spartan defense. Not a lot of resistance, especially on this drive.
Coming out party for Grayson Goldsmith, who's in the backfield to the right of Braden Davis. And he gets the call again, met right at the line by the Spartans.
At that time, good pressure from the Spartans. That time, able to get Goldsmith at the line of scrimmage, maybe 1 yard on that play, second down and about 9.
A minute 5 and counting here in this third quarter. Norfolk State turns it over on downs on their last drive on about 4th down and 4, and here come the Pirates trying to extend their lead, already have a 10-point edge. Four wide for Braden Davis. On second down, steps up, launches, almost hauled in, and I believe that was Means, had it go right through his hands.
But you saw Davis, he felt the pressure from the outside, just stepped up calmly. Just couldn't make the connection with Means that time.
Now look, it was a little high.
It
was a little hot. Yep. That being said, and you know,
you already know.
I already give you one of these questions every game.
I'm already, Means is one of my new guys. I like Means. I'm going to give him a pass on that one.
Few points.
But next time, he needs to catch that football.
There you go. I know, T, part of that 1985 team, you said anything in that vicinity,
it's called.
You're coming down with it. 37 seconds left, third quarter on third down. They set up the screen to Shepard. Some room, and barrels his way through a couple of Spartans for a first down.
What a play call that time by the Pirates. Allowed the pressure inside for Davis. You see Shepard there with a little screen pass in the middle of the field, a little middle screen, picked up the first down.
Donovan Shepard with his third catch of the afternoon. And that may very well be the last play of this third quarter. As the clock ticks under 5 seconds, Shepard trying to hype up his bench, and the Hampton Pirates are one
that is the end
away
of the third quarter.
From back-to-back
be a full media timeout.
This series, 34-24. Hampton leads it. We head to the fourth quarter after.
Toyota.
Today, October 25th, 2 o'clock, when the Pirates take on Monmouth University. Tune in live at 2 o'clock for all the action. We'll have the call for you right here on Monumental Sports Network and Flow Sports. And right now, the start of the fourth quarter, Hampton leads it by 10, trying to shut the door against their rivals from across the bay.
That team through the tunnel.
Here comes Braden Davis on first down. Start of the fourth quarter. The handoff. Donovan Shepard looked like almost broke it.
Yes, he had a nice hold there. Not able to quite get away, but as you said, Nathan, it looked like he was about to get into the opening, possibly get a touchdown.
Quick snap, back to work, and a little flip, opposite direction, looking for the pass, but he's got the edge. Inside the 5-yard line, takes a big hit from Dalen Long. Goodness gracious.
He let up. He got to keep his momentum. It looked like quarterback Earl Woods III.
Earl Woods, yeah, he's played a few snaps this season. The quarterback has played
holding. Offense, number 16. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
Yeah, it doesn't count anyway. Called back for holding.
Yeah, Braden Davis with the hold that time. Little wrinkle there. Reverse, little option, reverse pitch. Looked like Woods wanted to throw the football, Nathan, but the receiver wasn't open. Ended up having to keep it, but nevertheless a holding against Davis to bring that play back.
So instead of being first down and goal at the 5, it's second down and 15 back at the 24-yard line. Shotgun for Braden Davis. Pressure coming, and he is belted. A big-time sack for the Spartans. Wow, that was...
Tyron Benjamin.
Shot out of a cannon.
Untouched. Davis, no time to react and throw that football. Good job by Benjamin.
Coming off the edge there, looked like somebody...
Nobody picked him up.
Yeah, it looks like somebody missed a blocking assignment, T, and now Hampton's going in the wrong direction. Talked about Norfolk State needing a big stop, and they're playing themselves right back into this game. It's now third down and about a mile. Davis sets up the screen again. He had blockers in front of him, but Davis could not put it on target.
Yeah, threw that pass behind the receiver. So now you have a fourth down. Probably you in that should I punt or not punt. I would punt the ball and try to keep them deep in their territory. Even if it goes into the end zone, the ball comes out to the 20 versus giving them the ball here on the 30.
Well, right now it's on the
33.
Well, right now it's on the 33-yard line, and the Spartans jump off sides. Free play. Davis looking. Ball's on the deck. Picked up by the Spartans and then taken right back by the Pirates.
And that's Goldsmith.
Goldsmith, room, and is flipped upended at the 39-yard line. Complete and total chaos on fourth down.
You're talking about football qualities. Fumble, Davis, picked up by the Spartans. Spartans fumble it back. Goldsmith picks it up. He runs with it.
Well, and look.
We have an injury timeout on the field.
And to add insult to injury, or rather injury to insult, you now have an injured player on the field. And here's the thing, T. Had Norfolk State picked that up and run it all the way back for a touchdown, it wouldn't have counted because Norfolk State jumped offside. So here is that crazy play. Ripped out of his hands, and then so they never really gained possession. Goldsmith took a hard hit.
He did. But the Pirates will get 5 yards for the offsides.
Injury timeout on the field, 13:03 left to play. Hampton is knocking on the door, trying to shut the door on their rivals from over the tunnel. Norfolk State.
You got to say this right.
Through the tunnel. You know what's funny? I'm from here, so I should know that. You caught me on that one.
They had an offside. Defense, number 6. That 5-yard penalty be enforced. It will be fourth down.
Fourth down, and now the question is, you move a little bit closer. The ball initially.
Why wouldn't it play? No, you should keep third down, not go to fourth.
Well, no, it was fourth down.
Oh, it was fourth.
So that was fourth down, and so instead of being at the 33, now you move the ball up to the 28-yard line.
Right. So now you get fourth, and you still.
And now here comes Perfect Starling trying to keep that perfect record intact.
Wow. There's a lot of pressure on Starling right here.
There you go.
A lot of pressure. Perfect Starling. Can you stay perfect? Now we're going to see what he's made of right here. Now, this kick right here.
So he sets up at the 40-yard. Well, still trying to figure out where the line of scrimmage is.
Looks like a 45-yarder, Nick.
Yep. He's setting up at the 35, which makes it actually a 47-yard attempt. This would be a career long. Brett Starling 9 for 9 on field goals this season. Trying to stay perfect this time from 47. Looking for a career long. Kick is on the way, and he pulled it.
You're perfect Starling no more. You gotta find a new nickname.
Near perfect Starling.
Okay. But great job by Starling. He did a great job just to been able to not miss a kick until that one. So give that young man a lot of credit. A lot of pressure, though, when you're kicking a 45-yard, 47-yard field goal.
And so Norfolk State, if you're the Spartans, mission accomplished.
Still in this football game.
You are still in this football game. 12:44 left. And the Spartans back on offense. Their last drive ended in a turnover on downs. And the handoff, Xavion Evans across the 30-yard line to the 3-yard line. And a programming note for those of you watching on Monumental Sports Network. In a few minutes, we're going to be switching over to Monumental Sports Network 2. Monumental 2 is where the Battle of the Bay will be heading. We hope you join us there in just a few minutes. Otto Kuhns launches, looking long, has got a man, and it is tipped away and incomplete.
Oh, perfect defense right there.
Juju Ganthier got his hand in there and knocked it away.
Yeah, Juju Ganthier right there on the receiver, in between the ball and the receiver. Perfect position. So third down coming now for the Spartans.
Norfolk State on that play playing right into the hands of the best unit on the field if you're Hampton is their defensive backfield. For those of you sticking around on Monumental, coming up next, Blue Jackets versus the Washington Capitals. NHL season is coming up. Here comes Kuhns, steps away from the pressure. He has got a mile in front of him and a blocker across the 50 to the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 36.
Yeah, Kuhns that time just stepped up into the pocket. Nobody home, just plenty of running room. And picked up big yardage that time for the Spartans.
Kuhns 12 of 18, 214 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. Now with that run, he's the second leading rusher on the team. Great blocking that time as well. Not much doing on that play.
Styled for the wild. Built for the bold. With next generation power. Toyota Tacoma. Redefine your limits. Buy yours now and save with low 2.
John Keepham.
Yeah, they're too deep zone that time. There's another flag. Just can't help themselves. I'm not sure if it's on the Pirates or the Spartans, but simply too much talking, unsportsmanlike. It's going against the